So this film review will be a lot interesting. Since I've been busy with school, I don't have time to go to school and film my reviews, so I decided to multitask. My original plan was to talk about Candyman and He's All That. Since both films came out the same day and both have the same cinematographer, I decided to focus on He's All That. Much more interesting to talk about, and by the way, Candyman is a solid 8 out of 10. Anyway, here's my review on He's All That while I'm heading towards school and at school. I'm just outside my school, ASU. The pros I have is Matthew Lillard's 5 minutes of screen time. I thought they were great. Rachel Lee Cook, even though her character was underwhelming, did a not bad job. It was somewhat entertaining, even though it's the most generic teen rom-com of all time. The last positive thing I could say about this film is that at least the actors had fun on set. It seemed like, everyone from the main actor, supporting extras had fun on set. So I gotta give it a positive. Alright, so I'm at the quietest part of ASU. So let's talk about performances. For starters, Addison Rae. People despise her on the internet. Personally, I don't. She has done questionable things, don't get me wrong, but I don't despise her, and I thought her performance was okay. It's better than I expected. I could see potential. Her performance has potential, to be honest. People might not agree with my statement, but it has potential. Tanner Buchanan, the kid from Cobra Kai, he was fine also. Could have been better. The kid from Girl Meets World, his acting just as bad as Girl Meets World, but Mazen Pettis, the girl from Corey in the House, fine, The worst performance of all is Kourtney Kardashian. She didn't even try. Her performance is awkward. Easily the worst performance of 2021, no doubt. Overall performances from this film ranges from okay to mediocre, so it's mixed performances. Well, I'm currently on lunch break, eating my lunch, which is German doner and fries and a root beer. I'll talk about directing and screenwriting. I'll start with the screenwriting. Not great. It reminds me of the Steve Buscemi "How Do You Do, Fellow Kids" gag from 30 Rock. The film, the script was trying to appeal way too much to Gen Z, and unfortunately it did not work. You could clearly tell Boomer wrote this. And then there was the script was cringy, and it was filled with random things why was there a dance off at prom? It made no sense. Why was Addison Rae singing "Teenage Dream" by Katy Perry? It made no sense. And for directing, I'm surprised this is the same director as Mean Girls. It's not great directing. I could probably improve the directing, to be honest. I think anyone on Letterboxd could improve the directing. It is not great. I mean, the flyer scene, I just noticed the flyer scene, and it's not great. Overall, terrible script, terrible directing. After a 3-hour class and me hitting the gym, it's behind here. It's already nighttime. Remove my hat. Anyway, earlier I mentioned that Candyman and He's All That had the same cinematographer, and Candyman has some of the smoothest cinematography of the year, while He's All That doesn't. There's a bunch of questionable cinematography. It just feels weird and rushed. I mean, the cinematography in this video I'm recording is better than He's All That. That is saying something. There's a bunch of ugly shots, pretty generic color grading. Overall, not the best cinematography. So this video just got bizarre. It barely raised in Arizona. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking about The Kissing Booth 3 and He's All That because both films are from Netflix and both of them came out in August of 2021. Anyway, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I enjoyed He's All That way more than Kissing Booth 3. And there's two main reasons why. One reason is story structure. He's All That, while it follows the most generic story structure of all time, at least has a story. At least follows the story structure. Kissing Booth 3, however, does not. It's just 2 hours of people complaining about their relationship. It is not good. The second reason why I prefer He's All That over Kissing Booth 3 is that Kissing Booth 3 took me 3 hours to finish. I had to pause every 10 minutes because of how tedious it is. My mind was hurting so much while watching the film. He's All That, however, I only paused it like 2-3 times. So I finished watching He's All That like in under 100 minutes, while it took me 3 hours to finish Kissing Booth 3. So that's why I think He's All That better than Kissing Booth 3. I'm finally home after a long day. So here's my final thoughts on He's All That. Some people have said this is the worst film of 2021. And is this film the worst film of 2021? In my opinion, no, it's not. It is one of the worst films. It's definitely in the top 10. Probably top 5 worst films of 2021. But it's not the worst film. That goes to Deadly Illusions. My goodness, that movie is awful. I don't recommend it. It is just awful. Anyway, so here's my rating, and I'm giving this film a 2 out of 10. I'm being generous, but it's still a bad score. 2 out of 10 is pretty bad. Anyway, I hope you have a great day, or good night, or whatever date time it is. Bye, everyone.